Today, I'm going to teach you how to meditate at home for beginners. Before we get into it, please hit subscribe if you'd like to see more meditation videos. Ring the bell icon if you'd like to receive notifications. Just so that you're aware, meditation is not hard if you know what to focus your efforts on. It's actually quite easy to get started getting some results. It still takes a lifetime to master, so don't worry, I'm not taking the journey away from you, just setting you facing the right direction to begin with. If you have had a hard time meditating, let us know in the comments section below. Why do I say meditation is easy? Well, because if you focus on the underlying skills, it is. Meditation is very much a complex skill with several underlying skills that most people gloss over or ignore. You can kind of get similar results by spending hours a day just sitting still quietly, but why not do it in 5 to 15 minutes instead? To do otherwise is to waste the precious life that you've been given. Let's start by breaking down some of the common misconceptions about meditation. The first misconception I hear is that one cannot meditate without a dedicated meditation room. This is absolutely false. Before I decided to prioritize having a dedicated meditation space, I always simply practiced in my bedroom or in the living room or outside. Doesn't really matter where you practice, as long as you do practice. The next misconception that I often hear is that one must sit in the full lotus position to be meditating. This also couldn't be further from the truth. In actuality, the full lotus position is like the Olympics of meditation. You really shouldn't be participating in the Olympics as a beginner. You're just going to waste your time, probably get yourself hurt. Rather than sitting in the full lotus, a beginner should ideally be doing standing meditation until they get the hang of it. There are all sorts of reasons for this, and I'll go into them in another video. But the long story short is that sitting takes less attention than standing. Because standing uses up more attention without even trying, there's less of it free to wander. I touched on the last major conception very briefly already, but that misconception states that to get results, one must sit for hours a day, for months or even years. This is a downright dangerous misconception, especially when combined with the previous misconception, because sitting for hours a day in lotus without first preparing the body and without also following a strict regimen of stretching and a certain diet will slowly destroy the body. There's a reason that in the past only monks did such long hours of seated meditation, and that is because their needs were taken care of for them. For a modern person with a job or business and bills to pay, you almost certainly don't have time to follow such a routine. This can even be counterproductive for most people, because not only do you start destroying the body, but the mind also will become weak without the reinforcement from the other aspects of monastic life. Instead, we'll focus on skills to get better results. People often mistake the technique for the skill, especially in more esoteric arts like meditation. So, to sum up what we've gone over so far, for a beginner, standing meditation is better than sitting, a good location is better than waiting for a perfect one, and a shorter duration is better than a longer. Being in a meditative state requires the skills of being physically and mentally relaxed and being focused. The most important skill to start out is learning to be completely physically and mentally relaxed. This is half the battle, and going into a meditative state always starts with relaxing the body. For our purposes, a beginner should practice standing meditation for 5 to 10 minutes and focus on the underlying skills rather than collecting time. What I would suggest for a beginner to meditate at home? Well, here's the exercise I usually suggest. First, stand upright, at least an arm's length from anything else, with feet together, arms down at your sides. Next, gently open the mouth, close the eyes, and then starting from the top of the head and sweeping down to the body to the feet, tense and hold the tension in each muscle set for 5 seconds, and then release them. If you want a guided meditation version of this exercise, you can find it here. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give us a thumbs down. If you want to see more videos like this one, hit subscribe. If you'd like to receive notifications, ring the bell icon.